Right, the day's finally arrived. I got in touch with Altaros and they posted the regulator off on the 4th and it's arrived today on the 9th. So what I've got to do now is get the regulator out and see if it will fit the tube. Hopefully it will do, it should do, but if not, I might need to make adjustments. Okay, so this is how the regulator arrives. Came in a long plastic sleeve and it includes some spare seals for the regulator. The spare seals. Also got the installation rod. This one's fit from the front rather than the back of the rifle. It goes in from the inlet valve end rather than the exhaust valve end. And this is a regulator. It's well packed up. So there's the regulator itself, and that's the air volume between the regulator and the exhaust valve. That's how you set the pressure on it. You've got a little screwdriver slot in there. The lower pressure is clockwise, and you turn it up by going anti-clockwise. So what I'll do, I'll fit the regulator to start off with. I won't mess with that because it would have set that according to 11.5 foot-pounds. And what I'll do then, I'll basically do a shot string to see what the velocity is and the consistency, and then I'll adjust the power using the hammer adjustment to get it to 11.5 foot-pounds. Because I might put this in and it might be shooting low power like a lot of them do to start off with, and you need to make your own adjustment. So that's it basically. You can see the O-ring there. There's not much of a gap actually between the O-ring. There's not much clearance between that and the outer edge. But if it's too small, you can increase the size of the O-ring. But if it's too big, all you can do is take some off of that. But I'm hoping it will fit okay. So we'll get on with the installation. Okay, then we'll start off by getting the end cap off. I'll get some little Allen key to undo the grub screws on that O-ring band. Okay, so I'll loosen off the Allen screw. Same on the other side. Okay, so the regulator's coming out now. Well, not the regulator, the inlet valve, you would say. Quite a long thread on these, as you've probably seen. And the reason I took the Allen screws out is so that this will turn. I've kept it attached to the right. So the next thing is to actually screw on the regulator to the installation rod. That's the O-ring for the actual barrel ring. So I've got some silicone wheel spray. Just go around the O-ring, a bit around the inside of that. There's a moment of truth. Is it going to fit? I'll turn it as I'm pushing it in. And it's going in. So that's good news. We're all the way in there. So now it's in. Just need to unscrew the rod. Take it out, and it's the regulator is now fitted. What we'll do now, spray a bit of silicone all around the inlet valve. Put the O-ring back in the barrel ring clamp. So it's a fairly easy installation, as you can see. And that's one of the reasons I chose this one. What I will do, get a small spanner on that, and I believe that is a 2mm Allen key for the barrel band. Is that the one? A bit bigger. I've been using 17, I think. here. So that's enough to nip it up. So what I'll do now is fill the rifle back up with air and do some test shots. We'll see how it's coping. Okay. Put the grub screws back in the barrel band. Next off, top the rifle up there. So actually cock the bolt back on it. And this fills to 200 bar. Fill it up nice and slow so it don't get too hot. And I'll be using Bisley Magnums in the test. That way, testing with a heavy pellet, I won't need to worry about it being over the limit. The other one you can use is Day State's field target heavies. They weigh about 10.25 grains. They're a good one to use as well. The Bisley's weigh 10.65 grains in 177. Okay, so that's 200 bar on that. So that's bled the hose line. So we're now ready to do the chronograph testing and to see what level it's at the moment. So what I'll probably do, a 5-stringer 12 off to start off with, just see what the power is, and then I'll continue from there. What's recommended is you fire a few dry shots off to start off with after topping it up. So we'll start the test. Okay, what I've been doing is weighing the pellets. Most of them weighing 10.6 grains. I've had one at 10.5. So I'm going to measure the first 12 shots out and make sure they're all the same weight. There's another one, 10.6. That's 10.8. So that's why you need to measure your pellets when you're doing it. 10.5. So I've had 2 at 10.5, 1 at 10.8, 5 at 10.6 so far. Another 10.6. So I've got the first magazine load there. 10.6 is quite shows you how well made these are. Consistency wise, hang on. Try again. 10.5, it's a bit lighter. 10.6. Just 3 more now. 10.6. So these are the busy magnums. 10.6. 10.6. Right, so we've got the first 2 magazines full, 12 shots. We'll put them through the chronograph and see what they're doing. Now, I made a little chart up just to show you what velocities we should be getting at 10.65, but obviously these are all 10.6s, so I've based it on 10.6 now, but if it had been 10.65, they're the muzzle velocities and what you'd be coming back with. So 695 would be 11.42 foot-pounds, 700 feet per second would be 11.59, so somewhere in that grid would be good. Now the top end, you're pushing 12 foot-pounds once you get to 712 feet per second. That's based on another half a grain. I'll just check on what 10.6s should be coming out of with muzzle velocities, but if I keep them similar to that, I know I'll be should be okay. So the next thing now will be to do the chronographing, so we'll get on with the test.